Hey everyone, my name's Maddie. I'm from ATAR Wizard, and today I'm going to be going over the VCE Psychology Unit 3, Area of Study 2, dot point number 2. So this dot point reads, Social cognitive approaches to learning as illustrated by observational learning as a process involving attention, retention, reproduction, motivation and reinforcement. So I'm going to be using the ATAR Wizard Complete Psychology Units 3 and 4 notes package. I am a psychology student at university and recently completed VCE Psychology, so you can book tutoring sessions with me via the link in the description, and I look forward to seeing you there. So observational learning. Learning occurs in a vicarious, indirect manner, which means that it's occurring through something else. So you are watching someone else perform this action and you are learning from that. The socio-cognitive nature of observational learning means that the learning incorporates the social context in which the learning takes place. So it's important to understand also that the model can be live, apparent, someone you're watching in real life, or symbolic, like a movie character. So you might either, through observational learning, you might learn to, it's an example, you might learn to jump on the trampoline because you see one of your siblings jump on the trampoline, and you might see positive consequence of that, and therefore you learn to jump on the trampoline. Or you might learn this symbolically through the behavior of a celebrity or someone jumping on a trampoline, or you might see it on a TV show and then you might do it. So attributes, also attributes such as the positive perception, perceived similarities and familiarity of the person are going to increase the likelihood of the learning occurring. So if it's someone that you hold in high regard, this is going to increase the chances that you will learn vicariously through them. So there are 5 steps in observational learning: attention, retention, reproduction, motivation, and reinforcement. So an acronym a lot of people will use to help remember these is ARMOR or ARMOR. So it's ARMR, which is just a really great mnemonic which you can use to recall the order of these. Now, only problem with it, you still have to remember which R is allocated to which thing, but when you think about it, it can kind of come to you if you think about how retention is going to have to come before reproduction, because you need to create that mental representation before you can reproduce, and then reinforcement obviously comes at the end as you need to be reinforced finally. So going through the stages, attention is when the learner must actively watch the model. Then retention occurs, where the learner must create a mental representation or a picture in their mind's eye of the action. Reproduction then occurs, where the learner must have the ability, both physically and cognitively, to reproduce the action. Motivation is the learner must have the desire to perform the action. And then lastly, reinforcement occurs, where a positive outcome of the behavior increases the likelihood of the learner trying to perform the behavior, either in the first time they perform it or performing it again after a while. For example, a child might learn how to wash dishes by watching their mother or other parent or someone do so. So in this case, the child must complete the attention stage by actively watching their mum wash the dishes. So this attention stage, it's really important that we think about how it must be an active process of observation. Then they must complete the retention stage by creating a mental representation of the activity, which means they will be able to see the dishes being washed in their mind's eye. So in your head, you can see the dishes being washed and what entails this action. So furthermore, they must complete the reproduction stage, meaning that they will have to have the physical and cognitive ability to complete the activity of washing the dishes. So the child must be old enough and strong enough to actually do this. They must also pass the motivation stage and have the desire to perform the action, which in something like washing the dishes is often where you would fall off the bandwagon and you would not perform this social cognitive learning. To complete the observational learning process, the child must pass the reinforcement phase, where they will see their parent benefit from washing the dishes, making them more motivated to do it themselves so they too can experience that benefit. So they're going to see the positive enforcement of the person doing it, and then they're going to be, the mum's going to say, hey, like, well done, you've done really great. And that is going to make them perform this observational learning. So that is it for this episode. So next episode, we're looking at approaches to learning that situate the learner within a system. So Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islanders ways of knowing. So stay tuned for that. Thank you so much for watching. Again, you can grab these notes via the link in the description, and you can also book one-on-one tutoring with me via the link in the description. So I look forward to seeing you there, and do not forget to like and subscribe. Bye.